Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers Adda 24/7. My name is Amanjot, and I am here with all of you to discuss a very important session in which I will be discussing which are the important topics of your PPB, principles and practices of banking. So this is a very important session for all the candidates who thinks like we will cover the certain limited chapter and we will be scoring the highest marks. So this is the session that is important for each and everyone. Just 15 minutes we are going to take, and we are going to discuss which particular topics are very important to cover. But before that, I want to tell you each and every one that we have to cover the syllabus of PPB or any other subjects of your JAIIB exam May June 2023. You have to cover each and every topic. But as we know, there are certain topics which are more important in comparison to other topics, because the maximum number of questions can be asked from there. So these are the topics to which we have to give the priority. Not it's like that you have to read only these chapters. No, you have to give the priority to these chapters, and the other chapters you will be covering side by side with these chapters. Okay, so let's just start the session. Before starting the session, I have one information for all of you which I want to share, that right now 81% discount with the double validity is going on all the Mahapacks. Okay, on all the Mahapacks of your JAIIB and CIB. So for 1% additional discount, you have to go to the application and use the coins there. Okay, you will get 1% additional discount. Now, which particular code you have to use to get this offer will be Y496 is the code that you have to use. Now, which is this particular Mahapack means? What does this Mahapack means? How to get the benefit of this offer? I will let you know in the end of the session. Okay, so let's continue the session. Okay, so these are the topics that we have to cover. First, you can see from the module A, each subject of your JAIIB has 4 modules. Hana, each subject has 4 modules. So module A of your PPB is general banking operation. The general banking operation is the first module, in which banker customer relationship is very important. Okay, and the banker special relationship is very important. So banker customer relationship covers your simply lessee relationship, debtor creditor relationship, creditor debtor relationship, hana? All these types of the general relationship between the bank and customer. Apart from that, banker's special relationship will cover your garnish order, attachment order, hana? Your write-off, set-off will be there, assignment will be there. So these are the special relationship. Both are very important. Maximum number of questions can be asked from these two topics. Okay, now operational aspect of KYC, that is the third unit of your module A, in which you have to cover the KYC, the 4 key elements of the KYC, like customer acceptance policy, customer identification policy, hana? Then the customer due diligence, all these customer risk categorization, all these things you have to cover, and these are very important. Next, opening account of various types of customers. So multiple types of customer first you have to cover, and what kind of accounts can be open or cannot be open for that particular customer, that you have to cover. Then cash management services and its importance. Clear? So what kind of cash management services banks are providing and what is the importance of those services, that you have to cover. Then we have payment and collection of checks and other negotiable instruments. Okay, so Negotiable Instruments Act is important. Negotiable instruments are important, and in which check is very important. Hana? There are 3 negotiable instruments: promissory note, bill of exchange and check. So the payment and collection of check is very important, and the other two negotiable instruments, that is promissory note and bill of exchange, you have to cover in detail, like how they are working. The case study questions can be asked from there. Okay, now next, the module A rest topics you have to cover is first, responsibility of the paying bank in case of your negotiable instruments, in case of your payment and collection of checks. Now, what is the responsibility of the collecting bank in your negotiable instruments, that we have to cover. Then the financial inclusion and financial literacy. So we all know what is financial inclusion and what is financial literacy, but we have to cover in detail, like what procedure should be used, what schemes has been introduced by RBI, what initiative has been taken by RBI or the government of India to perform the certain what your financial inclusion and financial literacy. This is what we have to talk about. Okay, that we have to cover. Now, the grievance redressal and RBI integrated ombudsman scheme, a very important chapter. So we know there used to be 3 different ombudsman scheme. banking ombudsman scheme for non-banking financial companies, ombudsman scheme for digital payments. So all these three has been merged together and we have created an integrated ombudsman scheme. That's a single scheme in 2021, yes. So that we have to cover. Hai na? What are the grievance redressal is there and what this integrated ombudsman scheme is. Next, the Consumer Protection Act, that is Corporate Act 2019, its preamble, its extent, its definitions you have to cover. Then the Right to Information Act 2005. These are the two acts that are the part of your module A we have to cover. Okay, so these are the topics, the 12 topics I have told you in the module A that you have to cover. These are the important chapters or these are the important topics of your general banking operations. Clear? Next. Second one is module B, that is functions of bank you have to cover. Second is module B, that is functions of bank. So the types of collateral and their characteristics. What are the different types of collateral? Like we have pledge, we have hypothecation, we have mortgage, we have assignment, we have line. So what are the different types of mortgages and what are their characteristics, where they are used? Then a very important chapter, NPA and stressed assets. What is NPA? Non-performing asset. So what are the types of assets? What are the types of liability of a bank? The NPA assets classification. What are the ways by which we can stop the NPA, we can stop the loan to go to the NPA? And what are the recovery methods? What are the recovery methods or acts has been used to cover or to recover the NPAs? All these we have to cover, like Sarfasi Act, IBC, DRT, Lok Adalat, all these we have to cover. Now the priority sector advances, again a very important. Before that, important laws relating to the recovery of dues, that is the part of your NPA only. Like the Sarfasi Act is there, IBC is there, DRT is there, DRAT is there, Lok Adalat is there. All these are the part of the important laws and relating to recovery of the dues. Okay, now priority sector advances are very important chapter. It is in the PPB also, it is in the Indian economy also. So the PSL, what is PSL? What are the sectors of PSL? What are the target and sub-targets of PSL? What is PSL certificate? Each and everything in very detail you have to cover. PSL is a very important chapter. Now, micro, small, medium enterprises in India is again a very important. The definition of MSME, the initiatives taken for the MSME, everything we have to cover. Government sponsored scheme, the different schemes like NRLM, NULM, Mudra Yojana, Chandhan Yojana, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, IRDP. These are the schemes. These are very important for the exam. Okay, not all the scheme, but there are certain flagship schemes of the government that we have to cover. Now the self-help groups. Self-help groups, we know when the 10 to 20 people come together and contribute a certain amount of money every month and help each other financially. That is the self-help group. And we also started linking the self-help group with the bank on the recommendation of SK Kalia committee. So that all we have to cover here. Next. That was the module B. Now the module C is there, which is talking about banking technology. Okay, so the operational aspects of core banking solution environment we have to cover. Now what is CBS, core banking solution? What does core stands for? Centralized online real-time exchange. That's a core. Right. So CBS environment that we have to cover. Now, digital payment system, NPCI, we have to cover. NPCI is a very important chapter. The products and services of NPCI is also important. So do cover the NPCI in very detail. National Payment Corporation of India. Impact of technology adoption and trends in banking technology we have to cover. Okay, what is the impact of technology upgradation we have adopted in the bank and in what trends in the banking technology is going on. Now the technology trends in banking, e-rupee, fintech, regtech, subtech, hashtag banking, etc. you have to cover. Like a kind of softwares which banks are using. The electronic currency, CBDC, that RBI has recently introduced for the wholesale segment as well as for the retail segment that we have to cover. Okay, so all these are the points that should be there in the module C. And module D is very small, and the module D mainly talks about what is ethics. The basic question, the case study question can be asked from here. Like what is ethics, what are the business ethics, what is the and banking and integrated perspective of your code of conduct or certain ethics, individual ethics should be there, business ethics should be there. So what is work ethics and at the workplace that we have to cover. Okay, so these are the simple topics that we have to cover in the 4 modules. The 4th module is your ethics in banking and the financial institutions. Simply to know or to define what manners, what procedure, what way you should be using while behaving in the organization, behaving in the bank or financial institution. That simply is your ethics, है ना? So this is what we have to cover under the module D. So these are the simple topics. As I have told you, we will take less than 15 minutes to cover this particular topic. So this is the detail for all of you. Do make sure. Acha, one more thing I am again repeating. These are the important chapters. It's not like these are the only chapters you have to cover. You have to give priorities to these chapter more, and to the another chapters a little bit less priority can be go with the flow. Okay, but don't think these are the only chapters that you have to read and that will be sufficient to get the 60 plus marks. No, but these are the topics which will be having more questions, Hana, from the in the exam, right? So this is the information for all of you that from the 17th of February we have started the new target batch in which all the 4 subjects will be covered. Hana? And it will be covering your conceptual classes of each and every subject. It will be having the ebook. It will be having the test series. Apart from that, you will get here 81% discount right now. And that will be available if you use the code Y496. And this offer is valid till today only. This offer is going to end on Sunday. So if you are thinking about enrolling, this is the last time to get the 81% discount. Now, apart from that, the test series is also available. And 50 plus test will be there, okay, of all the 4 subjects. It means it's a combined mock test of your JAIB. Okay, to enroll you can use the code Y496S. Clear? Apart from these target batches, the Mahapacks are also having a double validity plus the 81% discount going on. Okay, the double validity plus 81% discount is going on all the Mahapacks. So you can use the code, the same code Y496 to get the offer. The 12 plus 12 months, 6 plus 6 months, and similarly 6 plus 6 months discount will validity will be available for all of you. Now, what is the difference between the target batch and your Mahapack? The difference is that the target batch will be covering only your I can say the conceptual classes, ebooks, test series, okay? But the Mahapack will be covering all the conceptual classes in future, upcoming revision batches, case study batches, numerical batches, etc. Plus your test series and ebooks. Okay, so if you want to go with the target batch, this is the way you have to enroll. Click on the JAIB 2023. If you want to go with the Mahapack, click here on the JAIB CIB Mahapack. Okay, so this you can find all these are the target batches which are going on right now live on the application. Now, how to enroll? Just click on the particular batch you want to go with and do read all the details. After reading all the details, click on the option buy now, enter the code here Y496 and click on the apply button. When you apply, you will find 80% discount it is showing, but 1% additional discount will be available if you use the application, and there 1% additional coins will be available that will be giving you 1% additional discount. Okay, so this is how you can enroll. So you can say for the target batch of 6 months, you have to pay around 3,700 rupees here, Hana. If you want to go with the Mahapack, this is the detail I want to give you here, that in Mahapack you will be getting 2 years validity. You will be getting 1 year's validity. In the JAIB Mahapack, you have to pay around 6,500 something. Not the exact 6,500 you have to pay. Here, the price will be 81% discount. After 81% discount, 6,500 will be your price. But out of that, 1% additional discount will be available if you purchase from the application. And similarly, in the JAIB CIB Mahapack, when you get the 81% discount, the price will be like 10,799. And 1% additional discount will be available if you enroll by using the application, by using the coins available on the application. Okay, so you can see the much better option to enroll. Or if you do the cost benefit analysis, you will find that the JAIB CIB Mahapack will be much better option, because it will be covering JAIB all subjects, ebook, test series, revision batches, everything. And it will be covering same things for the CIB, compulsory as well as elective paper. 2 years validity is there. So after enrolling here, nothing else you have to do, because everything will be available here just for the JAIB as well as CIB. Okay, and right now, because the 81% discount, double validity is there, you can use the code Y496. And do remember, this offer will be valid till Sunday only. From Monday, this offer will not be available. Okay, so if you are thinking of enrolling, then do enroll soon so that the benefit of the Mahapaks or the target batches you will be able to get. Okay, so this is the information from my side that which particular topics are important for all of you to cover in the PPP. And similarly, the same session I will be coming up in the evening at 7:30 p.m. for the Indian economy and Indian financial system. So do not forget to join that session also. Okay, so thank you for joining the session. Last but not least, if you are new to the channel of Officers at 24/7, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification be given to you. Okay, so thank you for joining the session and have a great day. Take care all.